What's up, amigos? Hey, how's it going, friends? My friends, my friends. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are still chilling up in the cut in the book of Chronicles, First Chronicles 15 through 17, right? I'll make a few more comments today than I have in previous days along the way. So what we got going on today is, and by the way, don't forget Psalm 67. That's our psalm for today. So again, First Chronicles 15 through 17. If you happen to be new here and you don't know how this works, here's what we're doing, okay? We are going through the Bible over the course of a year. We started probably around the 5th or 6th or maybe 7th of January this year, and so we should be finishing up right around the first week of January of this coming year. We have almost made it all the way through the Old Testament, and that's where we are right now, right? We are reading the book of First Chronicles and Second Chronicles, and then we're going to be jumping into the New Testament, right? So we are on our 222nd day. If you need a copy of the daily Bible reading plan that we're using, guess what? Link in the description. Click that link, and it will download the file, a PDF file, to whatever device you're on, phone, tablet, PC, laptop. You can just check it out. Right? So if you want to follow along with us, we are on the 222nd day, First Chronicles 15 through 17. So today it starts off talking about the ark being brought to Jerusalem. Okay? And I'm just going to read a couple of snippets here. After David had constructed buildings for himself in the city of David, he prepared a place for the ark of God and pitched a tent for it. Then David said, "No one but the Levites may carry the ark of God, because the Lord chose them to carry the ark of the Lord and to minister before him forever." So, I don't know if y'all will remember back to some of the earlier reading that we did when the ark was being transported, and then there was that dude that he was helping carry the ark, and then I guess they hit a rough patch when they were carrying the ark with this cart. Right, the ark was supposed to be carried on these poles by people. But I guess they had put the ark on some sort of an ox cart or something like that. And I guess they hit a little dip in the road, and the ark started to go flying. And so this dude reaches out his hand. He's trying to stabilize the ark, but he touched it, and he wasn't supposed to be touching it, right? That's something God said they couldn't do. They could not directly touch it. And it didn't go well for him. So super important for the Levites to carry the ark, and for them to carry it in such a way as is prescribed by the Lord. Okay. Then we go on to a section that talks about ministering before the ark. Okay. At the beginning of chapter 16, it says, "They brought the ark of God and set it inside the tent that David had pitched for it, and then presented burnt offerings and fellowship offerings before God. After David had finished sacrificing the burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord. Then he gave a loaf of bread, a cake of dates, and a cake of raisins to each Israelite man and woman." And I love dates. Do y'all like dates? I like the dates that they're almost like candy. They might be called candied dates. I don't know. They're kind of dried, but they've got like this sort of sugary, powdered sugar sort of coating thing on there. I mean, they're so sweet. They've got so much sugar. I'm sure they can't be good for me, but they're like in the dried fruit section at the grocery store. Love dates. Love raisins too. Anyways, excuse me, the next section is about God's promise to David. Here's a little snippet from that. It says, "I declare to you that the Lord will build a house for you. When your days are over and you go to be with your ancestors, I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, one of your own sons, and I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for me. I will establish his throne forever." So here, in a literal sense, God was going to raise up one of David's sons, right? Didn't he do that? Who did he raise up? Solomon. He raised up Solomon to build the temple, to build the house, right? The house of God. But I think this is also foreshadowing and speaking about the other son that would come further on down the road of David, the ultimate son of David, Jesus, right? And how God would establish his throne, Jesus' throne forever, right? "I will be his father and he will be my son. I will never take my love away from him as I took it away from your predecessor. I will set him over my house and my kingdom forever. His throne will be established forever. So there, I don't think they're talking about Solomon, because Solomon's throne wasn't established forever, per se, right? He wasn't over God's house and kingdom forever, right? Who is? Jesus is. Whoop, whoop. We doing church tonight. R.I.P. the devil. Hey. All right, sorry. David's prayer. That's the next section. David's prayer. Then King David went in and sat before the Lord, and he said, Who am I, Lord God, and what is my family that you have brought me this far? And as if this were not enough in your sight, my God, you have spoken about the future of the house of your servant. You, Lord God, have looked on me as though I were the most exalted of men. So here we see David in his humility. He's saying, God, who am I? Right? Like, who am I that you are bestowing this honor upon me? And what is my family? You know? Like, you've done all of this, and humility. That's David being humble. That's David recognizing his lowliness and his ultimate, apart from the grace of God, his sinfulness and his wretchedness, just like all of us, right? He's expressing the unbelief, his unbelief, not unbelief in God, but his disbelief of all of the good things God has done, knowing how far he falls short of the mark, right? So, anyways, that's where we leave off today, friends, and we're getting real close to 2 Chronicles, and once we're in 2 Chronicles, that means we're real close to the New Testament, and I am super pumped. Yay, yay. Anyways, hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all's time. Till we meet again. Love you. Deuces.